Yeah, that's the stuff. Looks like a regular old line of sight. And then we got, oh yeah, we got, looks like a profile of a head right above it.
Yep.
Matter of fact, that looks like a long neck, like a long turtleneck. The triangle on this side, beautiful, perfect triangle, which is the tunnel symbol going in, and you have a head right there. So, tunnel entrance. This is right underneath the standing stone. This lays out, man. No joke.
You see, this is all covered. It washed out underneath.
I don't see anything tripped or triggered. This is a little rotten, but.
Yeah.
Well, here we are again. Kind of lost my voice on that hill, and I was down for a couple of weeks. Still on the tail end of it, but I don't care. So, adventure at its finest. It may be a little loud, and I'd roll up the window, but there isn't one on that side. So I'm driving my old 88 AMC Eagle. This thing hasn't run in 10 years. Quite the adventure. So I just got it fired up yesterday. Everything seemed okay, and so we're taking out kind of a maiden voyage today. And I noticed so far I've got foggy windows because there's steam coming out the dash. If I turn on the heater, then it really blows it out. So, not real sure. I must have a water leak under the dash somewhere on the heater core or something else, but we're not stopping. I'm just going to keep an eye on it and keep it going. But like I said, it hasn't run in 10 years. Great car. Drives like a Cadillac. Doing 65 on it right now. Yeah, sounds great. But anyway, so we're going to go out and check some targets I got reference to and do some metal detecting, some ground scanning, and then we're going to go be scanning over a partially excavated tunnel. So all this is near Intuition Point site. Not on it, but close. It should be quite the adventure, but of course steam coming out the dash and a lot of this other stuff is not particularly ideal of a situation going on. We're going to keep moving. You can see the temp gauge and stuff. Everything looks pretty cherry so far. But yeah, we got quite a bit of steam coming out in here in the dash and stuff and fogging the windows up. It's like, I don't know, 30 degrees outside, something like that. No passenger class, no heater, and puffing steam. But we'll see what happens. The automatic choke isn't working. So, you know, just one to the next. But these are really cool old cars. This one in particular has absolutely everything on it, fully stocked. It's not missing anything at all. And it runs and operates real well. So like I said, I haven't run in 10 years at least. And I've started it a couple times a couple of years ago, just for a few minutes, didn't try to take it anywhere. So this might be a little brazen, a little bold, but we'll see what happens. I'm not just going to turn around though. It's not blowing steam so hard that it's going to run out of all my water. Odd thing is I don't smell antifreeze. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm supposed to meet up here with one of the landowners and kind of tour out there and do some work together today. And I was going to take this car up out in the land and put it around, see how it does. We can't take the Hyundai out there. My Kia finally started knocking on the rods so bad that it's not drivable anymore. So this is about the only alternative I have at the moment anyway, until I get something else together. So I went ahead and got this licensed and registered and all that good happy stuff. Had no idea. I had it running at the house for hours. Never noticed any steam till I just got on the road this morning and went ahead and tried to turn on the defroster and run hot water through the circuit. like I said, when I do that, I just got steam pouring out of it. So right now it's just kind of bleeding out gradually and giving me a little bit of nice window fog. Again, not ideal, but sometimes you just got to deal with what you got to deal with. So one step or another, we'll try to make it happen. Wish me luck. Cool. So we're out here now. I'm on the dirt roads and stuff. Boy, there's some powder sections on this road. It's like the Baja 1000. Bogs the car down. All kinds of dirt goes all over the place. But anyway, so we're cruising the back road now and just getting closer to one of the locations I'm supposed to scan. So yeah, I kind of got an eye on the sky nowadays, and it's going to help out a lot. And I've already passed the location. We're just kind of cruising because I got an hour till the landowner pops out. And I know we're around here somewhere, but I'm gonna have to bring up the GPS and get as close as possible to the actual spot, and then park and do a walk-in. Clear here. Oh, we got a truck coming. That's always nice. What's up there, bro? All right. Well, visibility go to 0, and then we back. Yeah, there's some pretty bad dust spots in here, but pretty neat country. I mean, these targets are up here in the middle of nowhere. A guy'd never know they were up here if he didn't do the math right. So this should be pretty interesting to what the results are going to end up with this today. And I've got this road kind of memorized from above and kind of know where we're going. We'll just find out. And then we'll get this stuff up on YouTube, which I haven't been doing a whole lot of, but YouTube's on a full assault against our channel. You know, they've dropped us down now from 25,000 views video so many years ago to 500 views now. So 3 months ago, before we were monetized, they were letting me get away with anywhere from 1,500 to 5,000. Now after we're monetized, we're starting to show some real stuff doing this kind of work. Man, they've cut us back. I barely get over 500 views a video with 10,500 subscribers. And the other day, last video I put out, we gained 30 subscribers. We lost 30 subscribers. And it's YouTube. As we gain them, they just take them off of us. And people have written me over and over and over saying, hey man, I've been unsubscribed to your channel. One guy said he'd been unsubscribed 14 times in a row, and every time he goes back and look, he's unsubscribed again. YouTube needs to knock that crap off. This isn't a war. I'm not your enemy, Google. Nothing like that. And you can see all the dust back there now. So this is just like a dust pot. It's even hard to steer the car in. It's so deep and soft. But yeah, so apparently Google thinks, I don't know, we're their enemy. Or maybe if you put out real information, woohoo, boy, this is powder. So if you put out real information and you're doing something like this, I guess you cause fear. I don't know why we cause fear in a massive system like Google or YouTube, but apparently we do, because they've gone full weaponized on us. I think they're just trying to discourage me to the point that I just quit posting altogether. But, you know, that's not going to happen. I just do what I can do. It's impossible to try to recomp any of what we put into this through YouTube or anything else. It's just they're not going to let it happen. Hopefully with some recent lawsuits and this and that, they're going to wake up and realize, man, we can get sued because I've got enough on them. I don't want to be that way. I don't want to be their adversary. I'd much rather be their partner. We've got hundreds of people have written and said, man, you guys are the best content on the damn channel. You're absolutely real. You're what YouTube needs and all this. And yet at the same time, YouTube tries to squash us. Our videos average between 97 and 100% likes. There's just no way that their algorithm is saying, you know, we're not going to recommend you, basically, because at the same time, I mean, here we are doing all this work and all this stuff, and getting the job done, and people are real pleased and real happy with what they're seeing, and we still can't get recommended or put up. Matter of fact, they just block the views, dump our subs, all this stuff. So I don't know why it's so adversarial on this platform. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I mean, I love YouTube. We were literally invited and one of the very first ones to ever have an HD video on YouTube, period, at their request. And we did that, and that was back in the day when we were getting 25, 30,000 views per video. And of course, now if you can make money doing it at that level, they won't even let us in. It's just become horrendous. And I know it's 100% political. And I don't even vote. I didn't vote for Trump. I stand for the American ideal, the American way, American sovereignty. And that we have freedom of choice to do what we're going to do. Things like this. Because in a world like the globalists and whoever's trying to perpetuate, in that world, there is none of this. You know, stay at home, go to your work, watch the football game, and that's enough. Don't be doing a bunch of other stuff. Don't be walking the hills. Don't be finding things you're not supposed to find. Don't touch base on anything that's going to make history not what we say it is. The old Europeanized doctrine, you know. I mean, Europe's the only one that believes what they believe, and then the whole world acts like that's verbatim, that's the truth, when most of the planet knows the truth, teaches the truth. And it seems like all those places are the ones that are attacked. So we think they're fighting political things, and to be honest with you, more so than anything else, it's history. History really upsets them. If you do something that's physically going to set it on the table and say, here, look, you know, I mean, there's channels like Desert Drifter and a lot of others out there, and they're not making any claims. They're just doing the tourist thing, going and looking at sites and showing them to you. But as soon as anybody's going to say, hey, look, you know, I won't even make the claim, I'm going to set something on the table, it's going to speak for itself and show the history's wrong. That's what they're scared of. They're scared of the ones like us that are out here actually doing it, that don't give a rat's ass, that are going to see this stuff through to the end. That's the ones that make them fear. So here we are. So anyway, I got a rancher pulling up on me now, see what's going on. And but yeah, it's a pretty weird deal. Yeah, and these guys all watch the land. I mean, everybody else's places. So me sitting out here is kind of a, hey, who the hell is that guy? You know, and this and that. These guys will shoot at you too. So you gotta kind of. So just out on site, about half an hour. And so these targets are referenced with GPS, so we're about 35, 40 feet off our main point. There's a really old cedar here, probably a 1,000-year-old tree. And I went ahead and shot underneath it. We got a hell of a hit under about where his feet are, then 4 feet over. Don't know what they are yet, but these limbs have been laying here for 75 years. So whatever's under there has been there a long time. So we're gonna paw our way into this and take a look. Cool bird nest. Oh, there goes my detector. That's all right. Yeah, so this should be quite the deal. This target showed to be less than 5 tons, whatever that means. So we're going to take us a peek. Okay, well, that marks the first location. Initial scan survey done. Did a little digging. Looks good. The only place that cedar tree we were working at is about 1,000 years old or more. Maybe 1,200 by looking at the base. It would have been the only tree here 300 years ago when this work would have been done. 380, something like that. And I mean, there wouldn't have been anything else out here, just that tree, and this all would have been dunes. And so at the base of that tree, I got some deep hits, and then I did at least 100-foot circle all the way around it. Oh, I forgot the chainsaw. That's good. So I did at least 100-foot circle all the way around it, and got nothing like what we got underneath it. So now we're going to take the old AMC Eagle and four-wheeler down here to a cave that they've got partially excavated, and then I'm going to be running the rover over the top of it with the new V1 version 1 GeoPro 3D software. Oh, I'm going to get some flax today, I bet you. And yeah, I got to drive over the steep. It's not going to happen. Yeah, we're going to run that anyway. Version 1 V1 of the GeoPro 3D software with the Rover C, and we're actually going to map the cave they've already partially excavated, and then at the same time we're going to take a look and see how much further this little cave goes, because there's never been any mines out here or anything like this, and this thing's completely backfilled, and they've already excavated some of it out, and so there's just no technical reason there should be anything out here with backfill like that. So somebody had to fill it up, and it's this is all within the same realm. All this is actually part of Intuition Point. The area is larger than what we've kind of shown you in the past, and this is just what it takes to assess different potential cache locations. So bear with me, we'll be breaking out the scanning machines here pretty quick, and we'll see what we get. Stay running yet, but we'll get there. These old AMC Eagles are cool cars, man. Ugh. But yeah, this carburetor needs to be gone. Like I said, it's the first time in 10 years it started was driven was yesterday. So definitely gonna have to get the carburetor. It drives like a Cadillac out here.
Okay. But yeah, this is what caught my eye, and then Des and I got out and we were walking around here, and that's whenever I found that cave.
Yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, that's the stuff. They leveled it and mudded it in too.
Now mind you, there's a homestead right over here on the cross the deal.
Right.
And then the other homestead that's over here is right over here. The cave's right in the middle.
Wow. These are old homesteads too, right?
Yeah, they're for sure homesteads.
I mean, no, like it's some of the buildings you family was showing when they're in pictures had no windows.
Right.
And that's kind of a big deal. Wow. No joke.
And see, this is all covered in it. It washed out underneath.
And then roll
This
forward.
rock. But look at that shit. Like, I mean, it would take some doing, but it wouldn't take much to get it to fall, you know? Like,
Yeah. No, that's solid. You're good. Sandstone's nice. That way. I don't see anything tripped or triggered. This is a little rotten, but
yeah. Now look up right to your right.
okay.
You see where it's laid out?
Yeah. How deep is that?
Not very deep.
And then we
Yeah,
got
you got in there. It's not bad. We're gonna dig it up. I got a shovel here too if you want it. Or you got one here. Yeah.
no doubt. Get a little light in there. Yeah. Yeah, you can see what are there 12, 15.
What's that?
I can see another 12, right?
Oh yeah. But
Easy.
it curves back around once you get back there. I got it back there quite a ways and it keeps going.
Fucking A, dude.
And all this was backfill.
Yeah, I'm really amazed that this isn't 1,000 years of pack rat nest.
Right.
But it's just a little bit on top. It's nothing like you'd think it would be.
Well, like I said, it was covered up. I mean, my granddad or somebody would have seen this, you know.
Yeah.
But and I've ridden through here all my life, and like I just noticed it.
Now, is this bottom? Is this rock bottom right here?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you can get under it, and
You can flake it up, right? But
yeah, a lot of it flakes up. And that's kind of what Travis was getting leery about. Was he's like, man, he's starting to feel trappy, and it did kind of me too. But
oh, it looks pretty good. I mean, for sandstone, I wouldn't worry about this.
But yeah, a flashlight. Yeah, I don't have a flashlight.
I was gonna bring a light too, and I didn't.
Desiree!
That's all right. You don't have to, we got to go back up and get the deal. Might as well scan this.
But yeah, no, it goes back there a minute.
Yeah, I'll get the rover up there and we'll break that shit out. It'll make pretty impressive scan, and I want to see this cavity through the rock anyway. You know, so sick. I'm down with
And
that.
I found a fucking cool arrowhead, dude.
In here?
Yeah, it was right here at the mouth, about right here.
Really? Well,
Like I need to screen all this shit that I threw out.
Well, you just put your overburden somewhere and you go through it later.
But see, fucking, it just makes sense why they did that here, because they throw it off here, and the rain would take off with it. And
Sure.
It wouldn't.
That rock up there, is that a stander?
Yeah, Travis said that was fucking. Travis has said the same thing you did. He said somebody put that shit there.
Yeah, it looks like it. That could be marking this. It's kind of got a tombstone shape to it. So.
And then, if you get down here on the bottom, if you look around to the left,
Yeah.
there's this cool little. Damn sure could have been a cave right there too.
Well, this is a good spot. And you still like this, like you said, this rock was up in front of this thing, right?
Yeah. And it didn't look.
You rolled some of this back, didn't you?
Huh?
Did you roll?
Yeah, no, I rolled. So the big rock
Yeah.
was up on top. Well, okay, so that.
Oh, so you got a rock right here.
Yeah. It was coming like fixing to fall down. So
Yeah.
I went ahead and pushed it. That one of these, I guess that one was the one that was covering the hole.
That's a good hole, man. It'd be kind of weird scanning it, but it's doable.
You can see it. Yeah,
I can do it. I can scan it with a rover.
It's all rock above it, you know. But
Yeah. Yeah, we can take a look and see how far back that goes. We should be able to map that.
I just got a good feeling about that deal there.
Let's see what's right around it here. Should be somebody or something helping us out. That rock probably didn't stand up there on its own. Maybe, but I doubt it. Looks like a regular old line of sight. And then we got, oh yeah, we got, looks like a profile of a head right above it.
Yep.
Matter of fact, that looks like a long neck, like a long turtleneck, with a triangle on this side, beautiful, perfect triangle, which is the tunnel symbol going in, and you have a head right there. So, tunnel entrance. This is right underneath the standing stone. This lays out, man.
Hey, you see this excavate?
Yeah, that's got to be 300 years old or easy. Easy.
Yeah, it gets kind of interesting around here too. And it might be another entrance here too.
Well, if this is a little vault area, it sure could be. But this looks really good, man. I mean, you got literally, you got a standing stone here directing you up. You got a triangle, tunnel shaft. Looks like a turtle up top. You got a perfect human profile right above your hole, covered with a big rock. It looks good. You haven't had a detector in there yet?
Yeah, I brought a detector, but
You didn't get anything on it?
yeah, he wasn't picking something up. But
All right.
he said he wasn't real confident with it, so.
Well, we'll get the, like I said, we'll get the rover on it. I'll put my whites in there, and then we'll get the rover on it.
And then,
Look up behind it.
yeah, there's a bunch of burnt stuff here. Like they burned a bunch here.
Yep. It's good so far. I got a little bit of a rise right here, actually. Like I'm getting something down through a crack, and this is at the back of that. This rock's really super inert. That feels kind of hot back here. And then I'll go back and you just do it and you just hit the thing again. So
Okay.
yeah, the rest is all automatic. Pretty simple. This audio cable don't fucking sound too good though.
Tell me when.
All right, go ahead anytime you tell.
Okay.
Hit start and then
4, 3, 2, 1.
And tell me when it's done.
3, 2, 1.
That's
okay, that's it.
Okay.
That's easy.
Yeah, you don't do anything, I'll hit start again. And I'll tell you to.
Okay.
Go ahead, hit start again. Tell me.
Fire. 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Which is and I can go look at that scan before we even finish it. But like, so cold. I don't like these Panasonic tough books. They suck. Okay. Alright, so that's this. And all I need is let's warm my finger up. This is what we just did. This is how easy this software is. Dude. This is, ooh, I got difference between amplitude and frequency down there. That's a good sign.
Dude, that is way different than what I seen the other day when you skid. You can actually see this.
And this is what it really looks like. This is the geomagnetic data. Okay, well, we're blasting out of there. Things worked out pretty good. We got a potential location on one of the sky shots. Don't really know for sure. We're just gonna have to find out. We'll take a 2-box back out there and a pulse induction unit when it shows up and check the 2 anomalies we've got. They just sound like really big, deep targets. You know, detectors are only rated for 18 inches. Mine will do 3 feet pretty easy on anything decent, and it'll go, you know, a lot deeper on large targets. And I've definitely got something deep, but if it is, I mean, it's 10, 12 feet, something like that. So could kind of go either way. But pulse induction will verify if it's a big target that's on that location. We'll have to do a little more work. That's the only one we got to put a lot of detail on. We just revisited again in the dark to double check around it a little bit more. And then as it stands, we're gonna have to come out and check the other 3 that I've got waiting on. And then, but we did get to image the cave, which was cool because it showed up just like it is underneath. And we pushed about through 12, 15 foot of rock and could see no problem, you know, exactly the way it showed up. So that worked out really, really good with the software and the mag. It was a good test for it. Didn't see a cavity further in or any target or anything, but it was definitely, you know, you could kind of see what was going on. And so right now, I don't know if you can tell or not, but my windshield seems to be being covered with potentially antifreeze. So I'm not sure how this is going to work out. I don't want to hit the windshield wipers for fear that it'll just make a big smear and I'll completely lose visibility. Just getting a little bit sketchy, especially when a car comes or a semi. That's a lot of fun. Oh well, we'll make it home. God will get us there. All right, you guys. Been a good day, been a good, wonderful adventure. I'll try to get this thing put together and get it up as soon as I can. Peace.